guys, welcome back to my channel Study the Saint. Today we are going to dealing with the subject of science and the topic of reproduction in animals of class 8 chapter 9 science. Let's see first what's reproduction. Reproduction is a process by which organisms like offsprings are produced from one parent or parents. So reproduction is a fundamental feature of all known life. Each individual organism exists and we are the result of reproduction. So why is it so important? Reproduction is essential for the continuation of species. So there are two modes of reproduction: sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, this is the process. In this both male and female parents involved. Then a fusion of gametes takes place. What are gametes? Let's check in next slide. What is fusion? Fusion is nothing but mixing. Mixing of gametes takes place to form a zygote. What is a zygote? Let's check in the next slide. And zygote will be the first step of a baby. Let's see what are gametes. Gametes are the chemical substances in the human's body. So male gametes are called sperms. We have different gametes and a fusion of it results zygote. So the male gametes are known as sperms. So the sperms contains a head, a middle piece, a tail. So what are female gametes? Ova. Female gametes are known as ova. You should remember that every month only one ova or sperm is released. Okay, from the parts, reproductive organs. So when we see comes to ova, we don't have certain parts given, but we should know that we have a nucleus in this. Okay, this should be produced by something, no? So let's see what are they. That is known as reproductive organs. Those are known as reproductive organs. Reproductive organs are the organs in both male and female bodies. These are known as reproductive organs because they produce gametes and fertilization takes place. So these are the organs. Let's take what is male reproductive organ. This is the male reproductive organ. Sperm duct, penis, testis. Sperm duct, penis, testis. A pair of testes we have. So the sperms are produced in the testis and goes from here through the sperm duct. Then it reaches the urinary bladder. Then urinary bladder, from this it reaches to penis and comes out through the penis. Okay, remember that this comes out through the penis. Let's see what a female reproductive organ. It contains a pair of ovary, an oviduct, and uterus. This is the female reproductive organ. So this ovary will give the ova, then it comes to oviduct and reaches here, still here. Then the uterus. This is the uterus. From here only the baby is formed. So remember that from these the sperms are released. Then the sperms reach through the uterus. Here there is even vagina and cervix. From this it goes to here and meets the egg and forms a zygote here. Okay, and forms a zygote. So now let's see. He is saying what zygote. Now let's see what a zygote. During fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. Two nucleus forms a single nucleus. So this results in the formation of a fertilized egg or known as zygote. See, you can see this fusion of nuclei. This is known as zygote totally. Fertilization, we added a point here. What's fertilization? Nothing. Fertilization is the first step process of reproduction, which is a sperm and a ovum which fuses. So we can remember that fusion of sperm and ovum known as fertilization. Fusion of sperm and ovum results zygote. Okay. Next, let's see the picture of the fertilization. So here this is the ovum, egg. These are sperms. Rarely 2 or 3 cases, in lakhs of sperms it will enter and all will drop off. After dropping off, what will happen? You will know in the next chapter. How they are capable of reproduction, you will know in the next chapter. But here you can see here. Rarely, almost only one will do. Rarely 2 or 3. Fertilization happens. So when we see in female reproductive organs, these oviducts are blocked. So when the oviducts are blocked, ova is released, but it cannot come till the uterus. So in that cases, there is a solution that these women are unable to bear babies. That means the sperms cannot reach the egg. So we have a solution known as IVF, in vitro fertilization, test tube babies. Okay. So test tube babies. Test tube babies is nothing but so many people think, what is test tube babies? Is the babies grow in test tube? No, that's not the matter that babies grow in test tube. And babies cannot grow in test tube. It's only the matter that the sperms and the ova, this taken by the doctors. They will take and keeps in a test tube. Then it will, if fertilization happens, it will form a zygote. After forming a zygote, it will they will keep that zygote in few weeks to develop. Still to develop and for development of embryo, to develop the embryo, and then it comes. They will keep that zygote in the mother's uterus, and then it's grown like any other babies. Now let's see a life cycle of a frog here, from eggs to adult frog. So this process is known as metamorphosis and external fertilization. This is the humans grow babies, that is known as internal fertilization, but fishes, frogs, external fertilization. How you can say this? Adult frog, female adult frog gives eggs. The male adult frogs embeds on it, then it will grow like this. Outside will become no, that is known as fertilization in the external fertilization. Let's see what are viviparous, oviparous animals. The animals which give birth to young ones are called viviparous animals. Those animals which lay eggs are called oviparous animals. That's it. Next, let's see what is a foetus. Foetus is a stage of embryo in which all the body parts can be identified. It's called a foetus. When the development of the foetus is complete, the mother gives birth to the baby. When in the 8th or 9th month the baby is fully grown, then this stage is known as foetus. What is asexual reproduction? Now this full is about sexual reproduction. Now let's see what is asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved, is called asexual reproduction. So no other parent is involved, only single parent. When we see here, there are 2 modes of asexual reproduction. Those are binary fission, budding. Binary fission, budding. In the modes of sexual reproduction, internal fertilization, external fertilization. But in asexual reproduction, we have binary fission and burning. Let's see what is binary fission. So in amoeba, binary fission happens. So this amoeba, there is a nucleus. After some attaining an age, division of nucleus is done. Then it will form separate skins and all. Then daughter amoeba forms. Again the amoeba is formed. Then budding in hydra. So this is an underwater sea animal. So after attaining some age, again this bulging is grown. Then the all body parts are grown. Then it is removed and attached on a sea land. So, and thank you. Now it's time to thank you. Please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. Please don't ignore it. Please subscribe to my channel Study the Saint. Bye.